I respect the fact that he doesn't want to be a god on Earth, but I also don't respect that because
I
yeah,
think absolute power corrupts absolutely, bro. I don't care where you come from, what your upbringing is. If you are literally the strongest thing on the planet without even trying, bro,
yeah,
like how can you what's there to keep you honest, man?
the actor was announced for Superman this week, right? And it always seems to me that while we are sitting here talking about does this character need a big name attached, blah blah blah, Superman's never really had that. Like Christopher Reeve was kind of big time back in his day, but he wasn't like super A tier. Uh,
Hmm.
none of Brandon Roth, shoot, even the old boy who just got done being Superman. Well, they played him
Henry
rather.
Cavill, yeah.
Yeah, even these guys aren't like super A-list actors. Why can they get away with that for Superman, but not, other characters? I've always wondered.
I think they can get away with it with any character, honestly, man. I just think that they choose to go with the big name because it's the safe bet to get asses in seats.
So you wouldn't. All right. So besides the fallacy that Nick Cage, well, thank God it didn't happen, but Nick Cage was about to be Superman. We've never had like a big name attached to a Superman. You don't think that will put more asses in seats? Because to be quite honest, Superman should be bigger than he is, but I don't know.
I don't think you can get any bigger than Superman, bro. That's why Henry Cavill fought so hard to be Superman, bro. David Corn Sweat, the Pearl, the Pearl actor,
Mm,
he's
there's that.
29 years old. I mean, I heard people saying that he looks like Henry Cavill, but honestly, he just looks like Superman, bro. He just looks like an all-American dude.
I think that's also a part of the problem with Superman. You cannot attach a bigger personality to a Superman, Because it's James Gunn leading this project, I'm fine with this no name dude. Because at this point, I'm kind of like, well,
I think
I
all
don't
these
know.
characters should be no names, honestly, man. I mean,
Yeah.
look at what they did over at Marvel. They did the same thing. They took a bunch of people who were B-listers.
Hmm.
Like everybody over there was basically a B-lister when they started off.
Yeah.
You had Scarlett Johansson was probably a bigger name. Um, Sam Jackson, of course, was a bigger name.
Uh,
Robert Downey, honestly, when he started,
he was
I
kind
don't
of
know if he was
facing some,
he
some
was
legal
kind of an
stuff.
A-lister, but he was kind of like,
He was trending down.
yeah, he wasn't really relevant. Yeah, so he
Yeah.
was probably like a B-lister, honestly.
Yeah. He had a lot going
Hemsworth,
on. Yep.
Chris Hemsworth, you know, no real big names. Dave Batista,
That's true.
they, some slight notoriety, but nothing like major to
Yeah.
where ain't nobody packing out the theaters to go see Dave Batista.
Chris Pratt. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right about that. They put him through like a minor league farm training system and spit out superstars. So
Hmm.
um if we can get if James I think James Gunn has the ability to make characters that are superstar potential because I mean hell, I'm eager for more Peacemaker and all that type of stuff simply because of the characters he's built and the actors he's got doing it. I mean, hell, John Cena's doing a hell of a job playing that guy, man. So I'm eager to see what he can do with these newer guys because
I mean, but those are like raunchier, vigilante, street level dudes. What can he do with the gods? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's what I
can
was
he?
just about to ask you. What do you foresee from this Superman? Do you because I think
Um,
the current animated Superman is kind of ditzy, but the world around him is a little more raunchy, whereas he still kind of isn't. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, you have to play Superman as the straight man. He cannot be the quit machine. He cannot be the guy making the jokes. He should be the guy that's kind of slightly behind the times, the guy who still thinks the dab is cool. A little kind of a little bit corny. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy from Kansas, bro. He's honestly not relatable. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
no.
I think he's overpowered, bro. Um, any dude that can like literally just stand out in the field in the sun and just be the strongest being in the universe, it's just How can you really honestly tell a good story
You
with
said it's
somebody
too
that
long.
powerful, bro?
And that's kind of the biggest problem with a Superman film project. I think the Superman Returns, well, not the Brandon Roth one, but the Zack Snyder film. Um, I think that's probably the best one of the best case scenarios you can get because first of all, Superman doesn't have too many equal enemies. I mean, who's
Hmm.
he got? He's got like Zod, he's got like Brainiac. It's a handful of dudes that can give Superman a bad day. It's not a lot.
Hmm.
They
Doomsday,
already,
yeah.
yeah, they already blew the apocalypse. Not the apocalypse. They already blew the Doomsday load. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They already blew the Zod load. Hell, even Kara is out there now. So I don't know. And they screwed over the Black Adam versus Superman potential.
Honestly, if you think about it, Sharon, like with Superman, if he was really actually operating at his fullest capacity, there is no need for any of the Justice Leaguers.
That's
He
kind of the
has
obvious.
basically all of their powers, bro. It's like it's
Yeah.
overkill having Superman there.
I've always ever since I was a little kid, I've always thought that. Will like, why the hell is Super? I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's thought that, but why is Superman there?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? He can do all of these things better than everyone else.
When he first came out, I know he was like a Earth mover. He could move like planets out of orbit and different things, but then they made him to where he could just jump over tall buildings and outrace trains. And I think I think now hear me out. This is what you should do. They should make him more like a shonen character, bro.
Mm,
His cells should operate. He should be able to absorb the solar radiation, but it should be a cap on how much solar radiation that he can actually output. And as he uses his different abilities, he starts to get weaker over time. And just have him face off against different threats and put him in certain situations where he needs to increase his power. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he pushes himself and he depletes himself, but as he depletes himself, like Saiyans, maybe like Goku, he gets stronger and stronger over time with each new threat.
fundamentally, I have a lot of problems with Superman, and that's probably one of
Yeah.
them. You're constantly OP, but you find yourself in just false danger. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
If I was a
Hmm.
villain, that would piss me off. Like, bro,
Maybe his main villain should be somebody who uses magic. I mean, maybe The Rock might have been on to something.
I mean,
Somebody who's got a different power, based in him, who's
which is
actually a
fine.
counter to what his abilities are.
I agree with the for the play. I agree with that, but in this case, I don't agree with that. Going, whatever this gun project is going to be, I don't know if magic should be involved.
Guy's almost as fast as the Flash.
Yeah, he's
He's stronger than Wonder Woman.
completely OP.
I
Like,
mean, the dude can fly from one universe to another without breathing. He don't need to eat. He don't need to sleep. I
yeah,
mean, it's in certain properties he's written to be extremely smart.
yeah,
Like, I mean, what can you do with somebody like that, man?
yeah. Got the nerve to have a spaceship and a smarter dog than you. The damn dog
Yeah,
might beat your ass. I mean,
and he's got a strong ass opinion on how you should live your life. So,
so he's definitely a MAGA fan. I got you. So I personally am not, for all these reasons, a middle-aged white man from Kansas with super OP powers, that just scares the living shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
he's not even the strongest on the planet, bro. He's the
Oh,
strongest in the universe, bro.
yeah, 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 which is even more ridiculous. Like,
Think about it.
mm,
This dude can hear your heartbeat on the other side of the planet, bro. Like, why? Why would you trust somebody like that?
I
I,
wouldn't.
I wouldn't trust this guy, man. I think Lex Luthor is on to something, man. They should do, man.
Oh no, the older I've gotten, the more Lex has made way more. That's why I haven't even
Yeah.
mentioned Lex because Lex is my guy, low key. Don't get me wrong, he's a maniac, but he
Hmm.
sees it properly. This man
Yeah.
can, like you said, imagine you sitting in the basement having a few, brews, talking shit. Like, man, Superman a sucker. The boom, Superman bust through your wall. Like, what you say, bitch ass nigga? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like he
I mean,
heard
I mean, I mean, literally. And y'all, as much shit as y'all talk about Batman, Superman is worse, bro. This dude could
no.
literally stop all crime on the planet in one day.
Mm.
He could get rid of all nuclear devices in one day. That's what was that? Superman 3? Is that the one with Richard Pryor? where
Oh
they
yeah,
took the nuclear weapons and threw them into the sun or something like that?
that
Or is
was
that the
four.
Nuclear Man?
Yeah, that was the Nuclear Man in Superman
Oh, that
4.
was ass. Oh,
Peace.
that was four.
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
Yeah, something about peace or something.
Yeah, that was
Superman
ass.
3 is when he got drunk at the bar, which makes no
Oh
sense.
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
No sense, but whatever. No, my only thing with Superman is if he did those things, he would literally become like he would de facto dictator of the world, right? Like
Because of his strength, Sherm, people will follow him unquestioned, bro.
you
That's
would have to,
terrifying,
bro.
bro.
Like, yeah, like, if Superman just became Superman and said, "Fuck it," oh, it's over all day. All y'all got to bow down to this. Ain't no
Hmm.
little Bruce Wayne magic rings. No Arrow guy. None of that nonsense. Wonder Woman wouldn't stand a chance. Yeah, he would combine, ace all of them out with no problems. But I don't
Hmm.
think he's as bad as Batman because he does like living like an American, despite his MAGA affiliations and things of that nature. Your freedoms. I like so in that sense. I respect the fact that he doesn't want to be a god on earth, but I also don't respect that because
I think absolute power corrupts absolutely, bro. I don't care where you come from, what your upbringing is. If you are literally the strongest thing on the planet without even trying, bro,
yeah.
like how can you what's there to keep you honest, man? I mean, really, man,
You
that's
saying like he just gonna be tormenting
I mean, dude, I mean, really, a dude would really be out here like Homelander on some real shit. We are like tissue paper to him.
what's the movie? It was a brilliant movie, came out a few years ago. Highly slept on.
Brightburn.
Brightburn. That yeah, it would be Brightburn. I know
Mm.
I would be Brightburn around the age of 12. I got pissed off. There goes Kansas. It's all blowing this bitch up. It's boring as hell here. You said he don't put in no work. We watch a lot of anime. Those Gills guys put in work. Every one of them got to put in work or they don't make it. Like you said, Superman's always been a cheat code. So
If you was in a life and death crisis, of course you would want Superman to be there. But you know, honestly, man, even when I'm looking at different movies, like animated or anything, I'm like, bro, this threat is it the threat is done as soon as Superman shows up.
yeah,
And to see him act all weak and get electrocuted and have as much issues as the rest of the team, I'm like, come on, bro. If you don't get your ass up and do what you're supposed to do, bro, I'm like, come on,
the
bro.
whole team laid out. He looking at Superman
Right.
bullshit the whole time.
You
Hey,
know, bullshit acting like you get having a hard ass time.
right, Batman, I got hit for real. He over there dying
Right,
for real.
right.
Superman, oh damn.
Got through a brick wall, back broke. You over here playing around with Gorilla Grodd and shit.
That's what I was about to say. Wrestling a damn gorilla. Stop
Right.
playing with me. Yeah, yeah. In that sense, yeah, I agree. But I am looking forward to the movie. I'm just curious to see what direction it's gonna go. And I'm thinking it's gonna follow the All-Star Superman plot line in a sense. So I already kind of agree with you what you're saying. Like,
All Star is where he was dying though.
yeah, because he was like a
They can't start
OP
off.
battery. He got like too much sun in him and all this type of stuff. And he gave Lois Lane this. He was kind of like a perfect Superman, but you kind of can't go that route because that was Superman hundreds of, or many, many, many years into being Superman, being the ultimate being and becoming
Hmm.
enlightened and all that type of stuff. Basically, he was a god and he knew it at that point. I don't know what the hell he is now in this movie. So that's what I'm kind of curious to see.
I know it's not going to be a reintroduction to him. They're not going to retell his origin. They're going to jump straight into the mix. It's going to be a story about probably his day to day and fighting some new villain. And I think that's how they probably should, approach it. I don't think it's going to be successful.
Mm,
Um, Not by today's standards for superhero films. I think it's going to make a decent amount of money,
yeah.
but James Gunn definitely needs to be trying to keep that budget super tight. He needs
Yeah,
to be trying to.
I don't think he needs, but this is his project though, so he might
I
just be
mean, pull out
action.
the stops, bro. I'm just so tired of them telling safe ass stories. I don't want to see another safe as DC movie, bro. Put some fucking heavy hitters in there. Put Lobo in there. Put somebody in there that's gonna make that an exciting movie. I don't want to see a movie with Lex Luthor. We've already seen it. It's okay to have Lex Luthor in it, but he
Mm,
should not be the major player. He should be secondary, if that, or we should be teased of Lex Luthor. But DC has had a very rough few years, even animation wise. All the Tomorrowverse stuff is
yeah,
super garbage. The new
yeah,
animated universe, terrible.
yeah.
I just watched the Doom that came to Gotham, one
Hmm.
of like the alternate reality Batman stories. Terrible. The new art style's terrible. I
Mm.
mean, so it's like overall, you got. I mean, that's really the only thing that they really kind of had going for them was the animated stuff. But even that's trash now. So
No, if they lose the animated arm, it's over. It's
it's
really
oh, it's done, bro. They gotta reset that, bro. Because
over.
I
Mm.
watched the one with Supergirl and Brainiac and them. That was with the Legion, the Legion of Superheroes. Terrible. Like everyone was terrible, man. I
Yeah.
liked it the one with Superman fighting Parasite and had Lobo in it. You gotta if you're gonna do a live action, bro, put Parasite in there. Put somebody that's gonna be able to match Clark blow for blow.
Now, like we said, Fresh brought that wild take up, but last time we got to record, and he's saying it's the dawn or the comic book movies, kind of like the action movie in general, sliding.
Hmm.
I can kind of the more
See that?
yeah,
Yeah.
the more we talk about this, it's kind of like yeah, he
It's
might be
kind of
on.
scary, man, and I'm starting to be more inclined to believe that the superhero genre itself has done a lot of damage to the overall movie going experience because I mean, really, you looking when you go to a movie, when you're looking to go to the movies, you're looking for an experience. Like a regular everyday story almost ain't good enough now.
No, it's not
It's like our brain has gotten wired to, universal, multiversal, end of
colored.
the world type, you know what I'm saying?
Led Zeppelin musical montages. Yeah, all
Yeah,
that.
$100 million budgets and shit
Mm.
like this, and it don't work no more, man. It worked for 10 years, man, but
You
it
know
ain't
what?
working no more.
That what that's crazy to me though, because if you really think about it, a lot of those all-timer classic movies that we're used to, let's say like a pulp fiction, hell, a Forrest Gump. I don't think these movies are getting no run right now. If they were re-released today and you were like,
Mm-mm.
first go
No, hell no.
going up
No.
against a Marvel movie, oh, let's put Shawshank Redemption up here.
Mm-mm.
And we missing out on classics and that kind of stuff.
I
So
mean, even all time greats like Titanic, you know, think about if Avatar 1 came out now,
yeah.
it wouldn't do shit.
No, I wouldn't. Not for real. A lot of the dramas and things, yeah, a lot of movies are not built for the movies anymore, and that's kind
Yeah,
of
the super niche down type stuff with the lower, smaller budgets and stuff definitely will work, but like you talking about bigger budget, I think that might be one of the reasons why Fast and Furious is so out of pocket now. People are
yeah.
expecting grand explosions and imminent threats to the United States. I
Via
mean,
via street race.
super spies, people in space on motorcycles and whatnot. I mean, they can't get away with telling no we robbing the trucks, stuff now.
Nah, you said we in space on motorcycle. I mean,
That
you
shit was
you all right
ridiculous,
though.
bro. Them
Yeah,
dudes was out in space in a Vesta or something.
I think Fast and Furious is the first movie to ever do power scaling, right? Like, yeah, it's kind of out of control now.
Yeah.
Out of control. You start jumping,
You talking
Shazam.
about a one? Well, you talking about a one trick pony? Vin Diesel, bro. Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel is probably the biggest perpetrator out there, bro. Vin Diesel has been the same dude.
Mm,
I can't even think of no movie
mm.
where he was like really like pushed his acting chops. Man on Fire was good, but he
I'm
was
about
still
to
Vin
say
Diesel.
he
Pitch
still
Black,
mm,
still
hell,
Vin Diesel.
Pitch Black. The
Um,
Chronicles of Riddick, still Vin Diesel.
yep, still Vin Diesel.
Hell, he was Vin Diesel on Saving Private Ryan. That was like his initial breakout role. I mean,
Ooh, Vin
Fast and
Diesel. What was the one where he was a superhero? Dead Bloodshot.
Bloodshot. Yeah, yeah.
Terrible movie.
He actually tried acting in that too.
Did
He
he?
tried it. He tried to. It was
Man, it, he looks not. He looked at nothing like Bloodshot. He did not try, bro. Anytime you don't even try to look like the character, bro, you're not trying. You couldn't even put no hairpiece on, bro. I'm like,
said that's
you
not.
ain't even
All right,
trying, bro.
I might be mistaken on
He just
Bloodshot.
showed up like, I got this.
Just give me this. Don't even hand me a script.
Just feed me the lines. I
Yeah.
got
Well,
this.
and there's another thing about Superman. I appreciate his love story aspect. I really do. I really the Lois and the Clark thing. You can rock that a lot of ways. So I kind of appreciate that. And I really hope this James Gunn movie doesn't lean heavy on that because that'll actually piss me off.
Yeah,
But I do
honestly, I
respect.
don't even know. I think she should be there, but I don't want to get too wrapped up in that, man. I mean, he's
Mm,
got so much riding on this movie, bro. If that movie don't do what it's supposed to do,
right,
that's
right.
gonna be the end of James Gunn. And honestly, nobody will take DC serious. They don't already.
They don't
But we're
already.
talking about the powers that be, the ones who are putting the money behind these projects. You won't be able to get no more DC films, man. They're gonna be trying to sell that off.
Yeah, they're gonna.
If you
Yeah, they're
can't
probably.
make Superman, if you can't make $1 billion, that's why I'm saying you can't play it safe. You gotta pull out the stops. You gotta have a lot going on. You gotta introduce secondary characters. You gotta have a lot of Easter eggs. You can't play it safe with that movie.
But what's a Superman movie about without a at least a back and forth cat and mouse Clark Lois thing?
I
That's
don't need to
gotta be
see it.
there.
We've seen it enough. We don't need to have,
That's
you
like a
know,
Spider-Man
40
movie without
minutes
a.
of that.
That's like a Spider-Man movie with no love interest.
I mean, but he's got plenty of stories where, it's do or die time. He's trying to save Aunt May. You know what I'm saying? Or something going on. It's okay to have the love interest there, but we don't need a movie with 30 to 40 minutes dedicated to, banter and, love scenes with
Mhm.
his girlfriend.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, but I'm just saying though that is an aspect you can lean into if you want.
Whip